Yeah. If I die tomorrow, I hope you hear these words. I ain't here to flip no birds or sip no syrup. Hope the future generations can get this urge. Stay woke, youngin', and avenge these nerds.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey.
Look, that's for the new intro.
I love it. New intro, new backgrounds. I love it.
I need to get the Zoom figured out, man. I really need to.
So wait, is there?
So the camera doesn't zoom in, right? Like I can use the Logitech Pro, the Logitech software, in which you use that as a mirror of a camera, kind of like an OBS.
Okay.
But it slows my fucking computer down.
Can you?
So I don't know how to do it. Although what's weird is that I use OBS for like screen recordings for work. And if I zoom in on OBS on my camera and then I go to Teams and I jump on a call, my camera zooms in. So it's like whatever settings I had in OBS override. But it doesn't
So
matter.
you could do what Steady does, and I know he uses OBS, but on Streamlabs, I know you can use your Streamlabs setup as a webcam. Like you can set that up as your webcam, like a virtual webcam. So while there, you can zoom in, punch in, and what's showing on that screen as your display would be what the audience sees.
Oh, I may probably need to fix that then.
So we could do that afterwards.
I'm not doing it now because my computer will shit itself.
All good.
Yes.
Welcome everybody to the show.
What is up?
What it do?
I don't know who joined in. We got a couple viewers on. I don't think they got a chance to see the new intro, so they'll watch it next week.
I mean, I'm not gonna play it again. I could just keep playing.
Oh,
you're
gonna do what they do.
The front flex.
We can do it again if y'all want.
Wait, do it in the middle of the show. Do it at like 10.
Option B is to get your butt close to the camera.
I can't.
The way his shit is set up, you can't. He's so far away.
I'm so far away, Hugo. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it just doesn't work. I promise. I've seen the setup, and I can vouch that it just doesn't work that way.
I did this, but like I'm really on you guys. You know what? I'll do this for now. Until if I have to look something up. You really enjoying those crumble cookies, Seabass? What the fuck you doing?
He hasn't said a word. He just decided to just munch on some cookies.
He just trying to flex that he has these damn cookies. You know what?
We were talking about it
last week. By yourself, selfish bastard.
Thank you.
I need to get
rude.
I haven't gone to Crumble yet. So they opened on I think they opened on Friday. Like the grand opening was on Friday, and like the local, because it's like we're in Atlantic City, like it's not the New York Times. We've got the like this local, super local Atlantic City newspaper where like they need you to pay to subscribe because news is dying. But no, I mean it's sad. It is what it is. But no. In all seriousness, like they do a whole thing. But it was like a huge grand opening. There was like a line. There was cameras. It was like legit. So we're hoping to go tomorrow.
There was a line.
Wow.
So we went 3 times yesterday. Their time was a charm because the other 2 times we went,
the line was going around. I was to say, Jesus Christ, man.
The line was going around. Listen, I'm only like 5 minutes away.
I have to say, Insulin's about to have a conversation with you, my man.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah, the first 2 times we went, the line was going
Good
around.
evening and happy Tuesday to you as well, Hugo.
I don't think I can wear blue shirts anymore.
No, it looks fine. I
was wearing a hat with green in it, and I was just like, oh, that's just gonna be rough. Also, because the thin parts of this, it's just gone. Like
you're on your green screen, right?
Yeah.
So how was everybody's weekend? What you guys do?
What did I do?
Yeah, that's the question. What did I do?
Spider-Man. I played Power Wash, and I played Lego Star Wars.
Nice.
Hey, very nice.
Jackie and I started Succession. We started.
How's that been?
It's Solo Leveling.
It's good. It's really good.
Succession is on what?
HBO.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're on season 3. We just finished season 2 last night. It's it's up my alley. 39 episodes, 4 seasons.
Yep. short and sweet.
Sweet.
I started watching. Have you seen Warrior? Have you guys watched Warrior at all? It's a Cinemax show.
No.
Yes.
I heard about it.
It's the one. It's
derived from like Bruce Lee. Something.
Yes.
Wasn't that on HBO for a while?
Yeah. It's still going. So I started watching. I watched like I think all of the first season, and then like I just fell off. I keep meaning to put it back on my list because it's so good, but like
I heard they canceled it.
No, I think it's got like.
I think it was one of the shows they canceled.
Oh, it has. I remember. I mean, maybe it could be, but I could have sworn it was just because I remember seeing it on Max. You go to Max and you'd be like Warrior, and it was there,
right?
Because remember when the Discovery merger happened, they got rid of everything for taxes. And they canceled a bunch of shows. Like Our Flag Means Death, that just got canceled, which sucks. That's a really good show. And then last year they canceled. Oh my god, what was that? They canceled it. Then Showtime picked it up, and then Showtime just canceled it. Minx. Yeah, so they had Minx that got canceled. That went to Showtime. I think it was Showtime or Stars or whatever, but that got canceled as well. Yeah.
I think it's still going. It doesn't say.
Okay. Or was it? I forget because there was a few that got
so it says as of January 31st, 2024, it's unclear whether Warrior will be getting a fourth season. According to sources, Warrior has been canceled by Max after 3 seasons. However, Netflix has picked up the existing seasons in a non-exclusive deal and is set to debut Warrior in February 2024. Sources suggest that the show performs well on Netflix. The streaming giant may consider ordering a new season based on the original concept treatment by Bruce Lee.
Okay.
It actually is an enjoyable show, I must say. I'm only like a few episodes into the first season. And I was like, what is this? After I was watching Solo Leveling, and kind of like it was good. I like it so far.
Nice. I gotta catch up on Solo Leveling. What did I finish?
I
finished Invincible. That's what I did. I finally finished it. Finally finished watching it because I knew because we're getting season 2 or second half of season 2 March.
Yeah.
So I finally caught up on those last 2 episodes.
We're gonna be talking Invincible next week.
Also, fun fact about Solo Leveling: apparently, we're supposed to be getting a continuation of the story, but with there's a continuation.
They already did it though. They wrote it. They just haven't done the manhwa, but they've been writing it. There have been because after I finished reading it, I heard about the sequel. And then
we're like tiptoeing around so much.
I mean, whatever. I mean, it's not really a spoiler.
I've only seen 4 episodes.
No, it's just it's a continuation of the story. Like
a
continuation of the story and all this other shit. And so, they were doing the novel. They're doing the short novel, and then I thought they were converting it to the manhwa. I was on the Solo Leveling Reddit when I finished it, but if they have converted already, that'll be good to read. Although I don't know, man. I get annoyed when we get to the kids because then we got to nerf the parents. So I hope we don't have to nerf our boys.
We'll see. I don't think they would because based on what I saw in the
is the manga finished?
The manhwa's finished.
Yes.
Like what the current anime is based off.
Why is it manhwa?
Because it's Korean.
Because it's Korean.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's so
they changed it for the adaptation for the anime. In the anime, it's based in Japan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. but the manhwa is in Korea. So it was funny. So when Law put me on, I went onto my app and I downloaded it. And manhwas you read differently. You read them from top down, and they're in color. So when I downloaded it, I was like, "Yo, what the fuck is this? This seems like some hokey shit that some fan colored in. Like, why can't I read it?" And then it was like super zoomed out. I was like, "Yo, bro, why can't I read this?" He's like, "You need to change it. Change it to up down, sir. Change it to continuous scrolling."
Yeah.
So that was a new experience for me. But it's
okay. Well, that's literally what got Webtoons' popularity was a lot of Korean manhwas. So that's how it all started.
But
there.
like for every 1,000 Webtoons, there's one Solo Leveling.
Yeah, like so. What's funny about that is like there's so many. I was talking about it like with her, and like I was watching like a bunch of TikToks about it. People were like they all bleed into like the same like tropes of really overpowered. a guy who has this ability, who's this, and like it's a power fantasy, granted. But they were like, solo leveling does it well because it like it knows that it's leaning into this power fantasy, but does like it's like, all right, it's kind of in the same vein as like how My Hero like leans into all their tropes. Like My Hero has probably the most tropes in anime that we've seen in a long time, but because they lean into it and they recognize like, yo, we're just gonna have the kids be these stereotypical characters. It works for them and it makes it all the better for them. So,
okay.
Yes. Yeah. Also, started watching the dub of it because my homegirl watched it, and I think I'm gonna just watch both because it's both really good.
The dub is good.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because my homegirl, she has like terrible eyesight, so she's like, I can't really do subs all the time. Like it really depends. So I was like, all right. So I watched the dub with her over breakfast, and she was like, right, and I was like, I told you.
So well, I'll check it out. Voice acting just doesn't give the same feel for me.
It depends.
I like the guy that they have voicing Jin. He actually voices he's the English VA for Zenitsu.
Okay.
Yeah. He actually does a few characters, but like I was like, okay, cool.
You know what's funny is just like all the American voices that we grew up with, like for the Toonami voices, where it's like you just have like I have a soft spot for Dragon Ball Z dub, even though it's not good. But I have such a soft spot for it because it's just part of growing up. Outlaw Star dub, Cowboy Bebop dub, like all of those Toonami shows, you can just watch dub because you grew up with it. I
didn't watch Super dub. I watched Super. I think I started watching Super in dub, and then like
I did dub because my dad got the VHSs. So I was watching it in Japanese.
Well, no, I watched the like Dragon Ball Z in dub, but I watched when Super came out, when you guys were like, you gotta watch Super, and I was like, okay, fine. I watched Super in sub because I was just like, I need this now. Like I can't wait.
No. I didn't wait for Super. No. I didn't wait for Super. I didn't keep up with Super. Like I watched clips of Super when Goku did the deflection of the Kamehameha. I was like, okay, I need to kind of watch this. No, but I'm just talking about Z. Like I watch Z. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I watched Z in kindergarten because my dad had the hookup in Chinatown, and he would come home with VHSs. So I was watching Dragon Ball Z before he came to the fucking States. Then we stopped. Then everyone was on it, and I was like, I'm not watching this. I watched this one in Japanese. Then I kind of started falling into it, and it was just like, Vegeta's voice.
Yeah,
Piccolo's black dad voice, like like, it's just it's just iconic in the sense of just childhood.
That is just
listen.
How is that Piccolo's voice?
I don't know.
I think it's been universally accepted that Piccolo is the like strong black male role model in that fucking series and the best stepdad ever.
Yeah. Essentially,
that's funny.
Like I don't know like why, but I think like I've watched a bunch of like anime podcast kind of people like talk about it. They're like, we don't know when it happened, but we just all accepted that Namekians were black, and we were just like, yeah, like Namek black. Like it tracks.
We're here for Namek. Get rid of Mr. Popo.
Yo, yeah. Mr. Popo's fucking problematic as hell.
We gotta get rid of Mr. Popo. We can't have Mr. Popo.
Can't have Mr. Popo. Mr. Popo's bad. Bad news. No. Monica Rio was one of the famous voice actors who did a lot of the popular female characters at the time. Still does, but no.
And then Toonami, Toonami couldn't call Hercule by his government, Mr. Satan.
Yeah.
Wait, you couldn't call him Mr. Hercule?
No, they couldn't call him
Mr. Satan.
Oh, right, I forgot. Okay, I'm like, what? What do you mean? I forgot. Yeah, okay.
They always called him Mr. Satan. I never knew his fucking name was Hercule until the dub.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Mr. Satan. No, this weekend was fun. So spent time watching the Royal Rumble on Saturday. It was a pretty good Royal Rumble.
I heard good things about it. I heard good things.
The women, it's very dope how women's wrestling has evolved because they stole the show. They really stole the show, and it was just Well, you
in light of allegations.
In light of allegations, it's crazy how that overshadowed all the crazy
allegations.
Oh, Vince
and Brock Lesnar.
Oh, and Brock?
Well, Brock hasn't been named, but they say a specific UFC champion was sent something by him. And who do you think they're talking about?
Brock is the only other than Ronda Rousey. Like, it's the only other,
and it's not Ronda Rousey. So
right,
also
what is going on in the
Vince McMahon? So Vince McMahon has been hit with a lawsuit alleging sex trafficking, and other stuff. Like they have like pictures of text messages, has to do stuff with defecation.
Dude, it was the Wild West in it was the Wild West in the 80s.
On the upside,
in the 80s.
This was not the 80s.
This is early.
But what I'm saying though, it was the Wild West in the 80s.
Right.
Like even like the airplane incident with Nature Boy. Like there's so much shit that was going on.
Yeah, but it's like they the
epitome of shit.
Yeah. Well, this was enough that TKO after they brought him back to be on the board after they fired him from WWE before they brought him back to be on the board. Now he got fired from the board again, and they asked him to step down.
Who? Oh, Vince.
Yeah, they asked him to step down. But I would like to say the golden, like shining, like silver lining of all this was The Rock and fucking Triple H are now the big dogs at WWE, and I was like,
"Wait, The Rock? The Rock is back?
Yes,
because he's like his football league. I didn't know he was back in.
Yeah, but he's on the board of TKO, which runs WWE, NXT, all the other stuff. So it's a whole full circle moment where like oh shit, like he came up, his family came up and like doing this, whatever the case is. He now owns the trademark The Rock, like that name now he owns it again. I was like, that's fucking dope as shit. Like the company that like his family helped build, he now is like fucking the big dog in it. I was like, respect. Good for you.
He has pulled now over UFC because UFC is what's owned by TKO, so it's all combat sports and entertainment. But yeah, it was like I said, it was they handled it well. Triple H, Paul Levesque, Cody, they handled it well because the press was trying to make it more about.
For those of you who don't know who Paul Levesque is, it's Triple H.
Triple H.
You would have thought that $1 Million Man would have had a couple bucks in TK.
Wait, hold on.
$1 Million Man.
His name is Paul? I thought it was Hunter.
No.
No. His real name is Paul.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did the Hunter come from?
Hunter Hearst Helmsley. That was his moniker.
Was his character.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Paul Michael Levesque. Levesque.
Yo, my life is a lie. Okay. like I knew, like I understood that Triple H was his wrestling name, right? But I truly thought that he created Triple H because his initials
was Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Because Kurt Angle went out as Kurt Angle. Like Kurt Angle.
But you got to remember, he came out before Kurt Angle because I was watching a fucking thing about it. So in like the early 90s into like the early 2000s, they weren't using their real names. So like up until maybe when Kurt Angle came around was when they were starting to see people use their own names.
You have to get corrected, son. Yield your time back.
Before that, because it was Kevin Nash and Scott Hall when they debuted as the NWO. They used their real names. Kurt Angle came in to use his real name because they wanted to sell off the.
I was also talking about WWE, for sure.
I'm gonna go with it.
I'm just fucking with you.
I gotta roll it back with that.
Listen.
Oh my god, here we go.
But
no, we're not doing it.
I got another one for you, Tone. That's gonna. So Billy Gunn's real name is Monty Sop.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck Billy Guns is for it to have an emotional impact.
The badass Billy Gunn. You know he is.
Mr. Ass. But no, so enjoyed that. But also too, on Sunday, ended up watching the Retirement Plan and Lift.
That's a solid French Canadian surname right there.
Mm-hmm.
So ended up watching Nicolas Cage's movie, The Retirement Plan, and Kevin Hart's movie on Netflix, Lift.
Is that the one when he's older?
Yeah.
The Nicolas Cage one? Okay.
It's an old retired hitman. And
was it good?
It's not movie theater good, but it's popcorn.
It doesn't need to be movie theater good because he has found his niche, which is home release
exactly
B movies.
It's exactly what you expect it to be with a Nicolas Cage home release B movie.
Although Renfield was really funny, if you guys got a chance to see
Renfield was great. I fucking love Renfield.
Renfield's really good.
Yeah,
I probably will never watch it.
It's like a Halloween movie. He plays Dracula.
Yeah, it's a cheesy Halloween movie.
He plays fucking Dracula.
Nick Cage's Dracula is just not an interesting topic.
This is how he sells.
Yo, Val, you are the like you be standing on the top hill of like, nah, that's whack, like all the time.
I know.
Yes, I'm glad you know this.
She's just throwing L's at everything.
Everything we could ever suggest, no matter if it comes from Seabass, Tone, or me, you'll be like, nah. And then here you go, fucking plain power singing like over the goddamn weekend.
No.
I'm standing on that hill.
Also, too.
No, I can't imagine Nick Cage's Dracula.
I understand that you.
Well, too bad you don't have to imagine it because it happened.
It happened.
That's the point. He leaned into it,
but that's the thing. He leans into these characters.
Yeah,
like
he's learning.
He's like it's. I'm not even bullshitting you. I'm not telling you it's a shitty. It's like it's gory. It's funny. Nicholas Holt's in it, and Nicholas Holt is really great in these really weird niche movies as well. And Nicolas Cage is Nicolas Cage. Like he kills it as Dracula.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it's an hour. It's 90 minutes. It's not even a long movie.
Nope.
And also to
maybe one day if I'm bored, I'll watch it.
And then so Fast and Furious in the plane with the pretty much that's what Lift was with Kevin Hart. It was this Fast and Furious without Van Diesel with a whole new crew and Kevin Hart as the main character.
Kevin Hart movie.
Yeah, that I'm definitely not watching.
I mean, I'll watch that because he has the same. He has the same formula. His movies are the same formula. Did you see Craze?
No.
I was debating about watching that. That's the one with the voiceover with the dogs, him and Will Ferrell.
Oh, yeah. I'm also not a big Will Ferrell person. Like, I'm be keeping 100 with you. I'm not a big Will Ferrell person. I've never really
been one until I realized his body of work. I was like, oh, he did do that. Oh, yeah, he did do that. And you're like, so he's actually a lot better than I thought.
I can't.
No. So for me, he's very hit or miss. So there's a lot of times where like Land of the Lost, I was just like, why am I watching this? Stuff like that. Like I love old school. Old school is gonna be
bangers, man. The hits.
Gonna be one of my peak. Like, but in my brain, I put old school over Step Bros.
Old school is better than Step Bros.
Yeah,
old school is better than Step Bros. But I've never, outside of this conversation right now, have never heard someone say that.
Step Bros is really fun. I can watch Step Bros all the time, and I can laugh.
Anchorman, by the way.
I love Anchorman's
that one is
Anchorman to me is his top. Anchorman's his top. But I know old school is so funny because it's right in that moment of late 90s, early 2000s.
Wow, we got hot takes. Step Bros, old school.
Listen,
not today.
I will say this.
We're gonna start the
hold on. I will say this though. I feel that Step Bros does though have more iconic lines than old school.
Anchorman over Holtzky. Jay and I on the same page there.
Anchorman over all of the body of work.
Wow.
No, Anchorman is one of the stronger ones. What's the one with what's the newer ones that he's done? Elf is actually also very good. I'm sorry. But what's the newer ones he's done with Mark Wahlberg?
Oh, The Other Guys is really good. And that's true.
Oh,
Jay,
The Other Guys
is
lines make the movies, but when you're like, he was glorious. Oh, come on now. You guys got knocked out cold and said asshole blue. Fuck out of here. You can't tell me we're going streaming. You could not tell me those were fucking lines in that movie.
No, Other Guys is great. I love
But there's a lot of other ones. Like if you really look at his body of work, like I've never been a big fan of Will Ferrell.
So go chase the waterfalls. Sir, do you know who TLC is?
That's mad funny. Other guys
do an office cap. Gotta do an office cap.
Hello, we're 24 minutes in and we still have not touched on
It's fine. We already knew.
We're having a great combo. It's all right.
Exactly.
That's all that matters. But I will say, look, out of all this stuff, okay, really quick before we get of all the movies you've seen, what's your favorite movie with the most iconic lines? Comedy.
Me?
Yeah. That just live rent free in your head.
Damn.
There are too many.
That's a tough question.
Tropic Thunder.
So I would say Ace Ventura 2, When Nature Calls. Because like,
Ace Ventura, yeah. No.
So growing up with me is me, my brother, my sister. Like, yo, like, when I tell you, me and my brother can go line for line through all of Ace's parts. Like, we can do all the entire movie, just Ace's parts. It was crazy.
I had When Nature Calls on cassette. So, and I've seen it a lot.
Yo.
And it doesn't even make sense how much I know those movies. Like, nah.
For me, it's
Jim
just
Carrey got it.
Nuts? No, thank you. They're bulky, but I consider them Carry On. Peanuts. Oh, I see.
Yes.
What are you gonna say, Seabass?
To me, it's just scenes. It's just scenes. Like the past was John Leguizamo singing in the fucking bathtub. The whole song he did with that. Then you had
no idea what.
The past. The Pest with John Leguizamo. It's an older, like early, maybe mid '90s movie.
Showing my age. Robin.
The only thing I really remember John Leguizamo in is in Mario Brothers. I can't remember anything else he's done. And Spawn, the clown guy in Spawn.
He's in John Wick.
Come on, John. Come on, Spawn. You're a man.
He runs the mechanic shop.
Yeah, he's the one. So in the beginning, in the first movie,
in the very first movie, like, where'd you get that car? Then he punches him in the fucking face.
He goes.
You know that I would have never thought of him in there until you just said that. Like, it does not stick. That does not stand out in my brain for John Leguizamo.
Yeah, he's been
a lot of things though. Yeah.
I know he's done a lot, but what stands out in my mind? Not a whole lot.
Yeah, he was an Ice Age. He was the voice of
of the sloth.
Is he?
Yes. They've made several. Ray Romano, John Leguizamo.
I know Ray Romano is the. You're right. Okay.
To think Dennis Leary's a fucking
Mario Brothers
kids movie,
literally all that.
Dennis Leary is another one that has some fucking awesome comedy. We will say he created that song "I'm an Asshole." Oh, Dennis Leary, you're awesome.
For his roast. I remember that. That was like that's like the first roast I remember being for commercial. Was the Comedy Central Dennis Leary roast.
Man, I loved it. That song was the best. I don't know, it's just moments in comedy that is just like I can't pick one movie. It's just like, okay, this is just hilarious. This is here. This line here. What was
Tropic Thunder? Because one, I love that movie, but like sophomore year of college, when we were like in our heavy physics class, so me and my friends, we would watch that shit in the science building on a projector every day.
American Pie.
Every day.
Ooh, American Pie is not bad.
Oh, American
the first
Pie
one's not bad. That's a not bad pick. Yeah.
That made Sean William Scott as Stifler.
Yeah.
When they did the last one, when it's like he finally got shit bricks back, he got Finch's
character
back.
Oh my his mom. God.
And also Adam Sandler movies for one-liners, bro. Yeah. Adam Sandler movies are really good.
And the early ones too. Like I love Billy.
Favorite Adam Sandler movie.
Oh,
Waterboy.
I can't. I have a top three. I have not even a top three. Not even a top three. I just have a favorite three.
Okay, favorite three. Go for it.
Waterboy, Billy Madison, Little Nicky.
Ooh, okay. Val?
Waterboy is up there for me. What's the ones with the camp? That they or grown already. This one more recent one.
Grown ups.
Grown-ups, is it that they're in a camp and Salma Hayek's his wife?
Yep.
Okay, that one I like a lot. And what's the other one? The one 50 First Dates. Yes, that one.
That's a good one.
I mean, him and Drew Barrymore.
Oh, you know what? Oh, and the one with Jennifer Aniston where he's the dentist.
Oh, those are good.
They're liars. The liars one.
Yes,
that one's fucking good too.
I haven't seen them. I've heard good things.
They're really fun.
Seabass.
Damn.
I love
Adam Sandler's another guy. He's that guy.
Absolutely.
He did that Christmas animation movie where he did the Hanukkah song.
Oh, was it 8 Crazy Nights.
Yeah,
that shit was great.
It's how most of us learned about Hanukkah. If you didn't have Jewish friends, you learned about Hanukkah from
deadass.
Very true.
He went on tour
when he did the tour. Oh my god, that was great. When he was doing live guitar.
Big Daddy, honorable mention for me because Big Daddy's Little Nicky.
Big Daddy's
Big Daddy's a good one.
Big Daddy's one of my top 3.
Kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With the was it the Spouse Twins?
Goddamn Jets.
He also did the Longest Yard.
Yeah.
Longest Yard's fun.
Man. So I think I'm gonna put
got a good body of work.
Yeah, it's so funny because people
I'm thinking about it.
It's crazy when people are like, "Oh, I'm like, don't sit here and try to trash that man."
And then you have his classic SNL skits, which are just awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Great, exactly. I would say it would be Big Daddy, Billy Madison. Would be hard pressed to fucking put a third.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore was another one.
And then Happy Gilmore would be my third.
Because he had his crew too, and his crew, they did a movie all together called Grandma's Boy, which was really good. That was really fun. So like he always had the same guys.
Just mentioning Happy Gilmore,
he makes sure his
when he fought homeboy from The Price is Right, he said the price is wrong, bitch. Oh my god, fucking iconic.
I will mention. I'm gonna say
that's mad funny. Now that I'm thinking
that whole fucking fight, when he's fighting, so good.
But again, honorable mention for
those are my 3. Yeah, those are my 3 for sure.
So again, it doesn't have Adam Sandler in it, but honorable mention is Grandma's Boy, only because that's all his whole crew that got together did that movie. Again, it's about two guys. It's about guys who are creating the games and everything.
Oh, I've seen that.
Which is one of the most Mama said.
That's Waterboy.
My mama said.
Waterboy.
Okay.
That's Waterboy.
My mama said.
My mama said. My mama said.
Which one is You Can Do It? Which one is that one in?
That's Waterboy.
Okay, so Waterboy's probably my better, and I can't remember the name.
We suck again.
Oh God, Rob Snyder.
Oh my God.
And then you got the coach who's like straight Cajun and talking in his. Yo, don't understand.
And they don't understand nothing he said.
And the name of the team is the Mud Dogs.
Oh my God.
First of all.
Oh my God.
Good one. No, just go with it with Jennifer Aniston and 50 First Dates with Drew Barrymore. Definitely worth it for me. Blended is also a good one.
South Central Louisiana State.
Speaking Booty
Tang.
Yo,
Captain Insano.
Yo, Booty Tang is such a fucking classic. Oh my God.
How do we go down this rabbit hole?
I don't know.
We always.
Talking about
anytime I bring up Pootie Tang, I have to mention Undercover Brother.
Yes, I was thinking it. I love Undercover Brother. It's so good.
It's so fucking good.
So fucking good. Colonel's Chicken. It's so good.
He said.
Colonel's Chicken.
Oh my God. Yo. I love that movie so much.
Love Undercover Brother.
Oh
it's
man,
so good. It's so
if it comes down to it, Sandler over what's this guy in Old School? I can't even.
Will
I lost
Ferrell?
his name. Yes,
Adam Sandler, easy.
Yeah,
Adam Sandler by a mile.
Sandler over Ferrell.
Yeah,
Adam Sandler for sure.
I picked Sandler.
His name was not coming to me. We literally was just talking about.
I mean, they're both SNL alums, but I gotta go with Sandler.
Like I love that. Like Will Ferrell is like attached to a lot of like movies in that camp. Like from Old School, we got all those like was it like Wedding Crashers, fucking like that whole
I
you know.
I agree.
it's great, but you got to give Adam Sandler like that credit where credit's due. Because like even for as hilarious as something like Big Daddy was like a real like that was one of his first like oh shit. Damn, my heart! Like
he can actually act.
Yeah. Like,
he did. Because I never saw it, but Jackie watched. She said she loves him in Spanglish.
Spanglish. Oh, is that? Oh,
that's one of his dramas that he did. That's really good.
I've heard of it. I don't think I've seen it myself.
Yeah,
she also The Wedding Singer.
Oh, classic.
But that was more Ross Schneider than.
No, but Wedding Singers.
I'm thinking of the Gigolo,
the
Bruce
Gigolo.
Male
Gigolo, and then you had his other one, The Animal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Snyder. He is a hit or miss.
But yeah, man. Yeah. How did we get into the?
I don't know how we got
looking at Adam
I am not mad at all.
Bro, anger management. I don't even remember that well,
he was
but I remember clips of it. I'm like, oh shit.
I'm so pretty, so witty. So it's like these are movies lost in time because it's like unless you have it like on streaming or DVD somewhere, these were the classics you got to sit down and watch. Mm-hmm. It was just hilarious that he did that movie with it was with Jack Nicholson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then Jack Nicholson was the anger coach. It's like
I need to purchase Undercover Brother, man. I'm about to purchase it in my Prime so I can watch that shit again.
So good.
No, when we had the black box to get free pay-per-view, I watched that shit every day.
So that like Undercover Brother,
yeah, Jay, we're on YouTube. We're on YouTube,
yes, we are.
Facebook, and Twitch.
Yep. When Undercover Brother came out, it was when Eddie Griffin was getting his comeback. So like when he did,
makes the actors break.
Yo, he did it like, and he never breaks, and he doesn't break.
No, he never breaks.
He doesn't break, but like, yo, he was breaking people in SNL is incredible.
Yeah,
I mean, that's my thing for Will Ferrell. Like, I love Will Ferrell's movies, but I love his SNL skits. His SNL skits, like, if I'm feeling, I just need to watch. I can just watch.
I will say,
more cowbell.
Was it Fuck You, Trebek? The whole like.
Yeah.
That's one of the best ones, in my opinion.
When he plays Alex Trebek, oh my god, just so good. Him, the lovers in the pool. Oh my god, so good.
Yeah, Celebrity Jeopardy. That's what it was.
Yes. That shit is hilarious. Oh my god, it's so sad. Okay.
Weekend update. That was your weekend update.
yeah. Listen, I'm not mad. If we just keep doing this, we're in good position. Oh man. Yeah. So how are we gonna?
All right. Okay. So we're talking about What If. That's why I showed up late. I watched 3 episodes yesterday and the rest today.
As you do.
9 episodes in total. You must be busy.
I really did try to watch it during Christmas time, and we watched 1 episode during New Year's, which was the Nebula one. Then we watched like 2 or 3 yesterday, and then we finished it up.
The Nebula one, I feel like was a hard one to like get through. If it's it was a weird first episode.
It's a weird first one, but I thought it was really cool because they went with the whole Blade Runner theme, and I thought it was really cool.
Absolutely. Like, I love the episode. I just thought it was weird because like based off the tone of the rest of the series,
it's the most
it didn't fit.
Yeah,
I will say I did not care for Happy Hogan Die Hard. That was my least favorite. I hated that one.
So there was a stipulation with that. So
can we get?
Wait, let's go one episode at a time.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have enough time for that.
We can do. Let's speed run this.
Episode 1 is Nebula joined the Nova Corp.
So we already did that one.
So Blade Feel. All right. No. Blade Feel. What do you guys think about this iteration of Nebula or how it worked out?
Oh. No, I liked it because again, it gives that old school sci-fi feel. Like how Tom mentioned, Blade Runner really leaned more into that. It kind of showed it's like it Harrison Ford.
Vampires.
it really gave a different version of sci-fi universe from the Marvel MCU from what we've seen, and it's just like it lent more to her character. I liked it. It was pretty good. It was an interesting episode for me.
I was very sus about the ending, and then I was like, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Wait, fun fact about that episode.
No, I knew it also.
Fun fact about that episode. Vin Diesel. This was the first time that Vin Diesel did not voice Groot in this episode.
Oh shit!
Really?
It was a different actor. Yep.
That I
Vin
didn't
Diesel
know.
was not the voice for Groot.
They had to bring in Seth Green.
But I mean, it's not like Groot has a big.
I am Groot.
All right, are we moving on? Are we good with that one?
I enjoyed it. It was a really solid, good episode. It kind of felt closer to like a Love, Death, Robots for me.
Yeah,
But yeah, I loved it. I was here for it.
I would agree with that. It was just a weird way to start the season after what left.
Yeah.
I was.
You know what throws me for this is that like we show in the Nova Corps as like a group of individuals that can handle themselves, and they get snuffed out all the time, and that just wasn't believable.
Yeah,
because we don't just the Nova Corps sucks. All right, they fucking suck.
Just give me Nova. Just give me what's his name, Nova.
Yo, deadass, just give I need the Russo brothers when they eventually come back to Marvel because they need to figure Marvel's like we need to bring them back. Can you just give us the cut version of when Thanos destroyed Nova, please? Nova Prime. I just want to see it.
I would love to see that.
We know it's there. We know you cut it. I don't know why. We're gonna sit there for 3 hours, but we know it's there. Please release it.
The Russo cut.
Just I want to see it. I'm sorry. It was such a letdown when we don't see it.
What was the next episode?
Episode 2.
Star-Lord.
What if Peter Quill attacks Earth's mightiest heroes?
Fucking episode.
Was it the 80s or 90s?
88.
In the 80s or 90s.
Yeah,
my birthday.
Yeah, it's right. It's right after
being delivered to. Yeah, and he's like nostalgic, and we think this what's going on. We see. Who's the heroes here? They bring.
we have
T'Chaka. We also get Bill Foster.
Goliath.
We haven't seen him do that in the movies. Yeah.
We saw him in the movies.
Yeah,
we saw him in the movies, but we didn't see him do that. Use his power.
Use his power. Hank comes
because Scott does it.
We had Bucky Barnes. We had Howard Stark, and Thor, Hope as a kid.
Oh yeah, Hope as a kid because she talks him down.
We had Marvel. We had Marvel.
Marvel.
Yeah, we said Marvel.
Marvel. It was a pretty
Carter.
good cast of this version of heroes that I haven't seen together. I thought that was an interesting mix where they take elements of our existing Avengers and kind of put some new character faces in it, and then bringing in Thor as well, which was dope because it makes him feel
had a lot of
timeless.
Screen time this season.
Yeah, he did.
Thor was like a mainstay this time around. I mean Captain Carter first, then Thor, but like Thor got a lot more action.
Carter's loved.
I love Captain Carter. I'm so happy that we got so much Captain Carter this time around.
Captain Carter.
There goes
Val.
Let's go.
There goes Val at the top of the
Wait. Anything else you want to add about Peter Quill attacking Earth? Let's go back to the subject. How do we feel about that?
I feel like that lands more into that version of Peter becoming Vance Astro, or what he becomes in future comics and everything. So it's like it will be interesting to see an adult version of that version of Peter.
You said he becomes a version of what?
I believe that one becomes Vance Astro or something like that in the comics and the original Guardians of the Galaxy storylines. But it will be interesting to see where they take that version of Peter. If we get to revisit that again. But it was nice seeing this version of an Avengers team, if that's what we'll call them.
Yeah. That I enjoyed.
Yeah, it was the early Avengers.
Episode 3, we got What If Happy Hogan Saves Christmas, which is the
Die Hard episode.
Die Hard.
So before we jump into it, the Jon Favreau said that he would do the voiceover if they got him to play the freak Happy Hogan, who pretty much gets the powers of the Hulk, that's the only way he would come back to do the voice. That was his stipulation. So I thought that that was pretty fun.
Freak is a real character?
It's a real What If character.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is.
Wait, like from the What If comics, is a character called the Freak?
Yeah, that's Happy Hogan. That's
and
what
is it
Jon
actually
Favreau said
Happy
he would-
Hogan?
Yep. He said that that's the version he wanted to play.
I just thought it was so stupid.
I wasn't mad at it. I was just like, okay.
It was just I just wasn't entertained,
It
and I was
was-
just like, I checked out.
It was the Christmas
For
episode.
me,
That's
it
what it
didn't
was.
fit in the season at all. It didn't
You
fit in
know?
the season, and it was a way to incorporate this weird character in the 1600 episode, which was, I didn't like it there either. I don't know. I don't like the Freak, whatever the hell he's supposed to be. I guess I just thought that was silly, but everything else outside of that was okay.
I will say that watching that made me, you know what? As cheesy as he was, I miss Justin Hammer.
Yes.
I want Justin Hammer. I want him to come.
Oh, yeah.
I want the actor to come back and be Justin Hammer again, because it's just I liked his character. I thought even Iron Man 2, because Iron Man 2 has all
I
its
thought
flaws.
that was he fit
Justin
the
Hammer is
diehard bad
enjoyable.
guy though.
Oh, yeah.
He fit
Yeah.
that whole coming
Yeah.
into the party, like it worked for what it was. I just
Yeah.
didn't like Happy being
And you got Darcy.
whatever.
Darcy being Darcy.
Darcy, I love her always in every iteration of her, I guess. Episode 4, what if Iron Man crashed into the Grandmaster? So it takes place literally right after Avengers, right?
The episode we didn't get last
And
year.
he
Yeah.
yeah.
Was supposed to release season
And
1.
he lands in Sakaar.
Mm-hmm.
And that was what, a Mad Max kind of feel? Is that what that was?
Death Race.
Yeah.
Death Race.
Yeah.
Mad Max. Yeah, it was that one. That one was a lot of fun. I'm happy. You know, I thought it was really cool. I like what they did with the suit. I was like, when is the suit gonna become a car? Like, I'm watching when he built. I'm like, when is the suit gonna become a car? And it happened.
Mm-hmm.
It also gave me. It was like Death Race. It was Mad Max, and then pod racing. Like, I got all of that mixed in one during the racing scene, which I thought was a good use of them using the majority of the time there. I thought it was a lot of fun.
I really enjoyed that.
Korg.
And I really enjoyed how they used the characters in this one, because like it was definitely a different version of Tony, but it's Tony being Tony. The Grandmaster, as always, is just awesome.
Yeah, he was so good. I wasn't even mad at that. It was so good. Also, I love Valkyrie. Valkyrie is just a fucking awesome character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it was good to see her again.
But this was also to a highlight of Gamora, which I was like, oh wow, this is a great version of Gamora.
I was surprised to see Gamora even there. I can't recall if she was actually still under Thanos at that time. Is that real?
Yeah.
I was like, why is
it was
this happening? When did she deflect?
It was 2012. She still was under the guise that Thanos was.
I remember this episode was supposed to release last season to explain Gamora's character in the Guardians of the Multiverse.
Yeah.
They never released it. That's why
they released a Lego set for it, but they didn't release the episode.
Really?
Yeah, you can get that Hulk, you get that Iron Man suit as a Lego set, and they were like, it was What If, and it was like, this episode never showed up, and they were like, yeah, we didn't have enough time, so it'll be in season 2.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why the Watcher had to like explain, like, who the fuck is this chick?
Right. Okay. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Episode 5, what if Captain Carter fought the Hydra Stomper? This is where Steve comes back and he's the Winter Soldier, lost one, but it's the Red Room who did the brainwashing, and Black Widow is more involved and her saving her people. So they kind of took Black Widow's movie plus Winter Soldier storyline and gave something to Captain Carter.
I liked it. I was here for it.
Why didn't you like it? Why didn't you like it, Val? Why didn't you like it? Why didn't you like it?
I didn't dislike it. I just thought
you didn't like it.
It was kind of. I didn't dislike it or love it. It was just okay. I didn't like the story with the Hydra Stomper. I thought that was silly, and him coming back to be Bucky kind of storyline. I would have, if that's what you're gonna do with it, I probably would have did something completely different. I just don't know. I would have rather seen something different than re-showing us what happened to Bucky instead to Steve.
Well, I mean, Bucky in this universe, if you looked at it, he was the president at this time.
I
He didn't
know,
go.
No, he was
but
leader of
we've
Shield.
seen
He was
this.
Pierce.
Yeah,
He was essentially
we've seen
Pierce.
we've seen this story, but as Bucky, and I would have liked to have seen something different with the Hydra Stomper and giving Captain Carter something more independent on her own.
I think
That's what I would have liked.
I think it lends more to her story going later on because we keep getting a central focus on her character because like I think it goes in also to of this
She does that,
the
then
16
she goes to
1600.
1600,
We're
and then
getting there. Don't jump ahead. Don't jump
yeah
ahead.
no but
We're getting there.
it's kind of leading into her loss and also to of who she is. Like yeah, I get you what you mean. It's a rehashing of the Winter Soldier story, but this time it's just affecting with Captain Carter and her love for Steve. But I think it's like
Right.
it's
I
just a
just felt like
reoccurring theme we see with her.
I feel
where
bad
I
it's
for
would have
like
Captain
liked to
Carter.
see them do something different rather than redo the Winter Soldier theme. That's all.
I just think it's a different take on what they did because
Yeah.
like you had that same story told from like Steve and Bucky's perspective and like how much that like tore on their heartstrings, but now you have her do it. It'd be kind of a disservice to not have that same story be shown out, how it affects her and what like that means for her like going on, because it looks like she's going to be the like center point hero of What If going forward.
Also, too,
Right.
it's
But with what happens on the later episodes, right, in the 1600s, I think that that episode was a lot more meaningful than bringing back the Hydra Stomper.
well, it's also too like if you really think about the parallel between her and the MCU Steve Rogers, he got his happy ending, and it's like she's getting close to her happy ending, but then it's like it gets pulled away, which like
Which
I
is
just feel
why
like
that episode is more meaningful.
I just feel like Captain Carter will take any Steve at this point.
Yeah.
She'll take any Steve. She,
yeah.
you know, she
Let
had,
her
she,
get our
she had,
Steve.
She had skinny Steve, and then there was Steve and the robot, and then there was widowed Steve, and then like I was like,
she just wants a Steve.
She just wants a Steve Rogers. Like
Right.
Captain America was like, I have my Peggy, and I'm gonna go back in time and drop all this shit off, and then I'm gonna go do that. But
yeah,
she's like, I just want something.
Yeah.
Let's go into my favorite episode of
everyone's
the
favorite one.
Episode 6, Kahari.
Oh,
yes.
Kahari reshaped the world. So we get a new character.
Can I ask you guys this? What language did you watch it in?
I watched it in their languages,
English,
so I can.
And I don't understand.
No, it's in Spanish and Blackfoot.
Yeah. This was interesting with the episode. They have the English version, but they filmed it in the native language as well as Spanish.
There's a full English version?
Yeah, there's a full English version too. You have to go like in special features of it's there in the extras.
Oh.
But
is the whole episode? I saw it in English.
They have it where they're speaking in Blackfoot, and then the Pinky Soldiers are speaking in Spanish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then it just
had the
subtitles.
Not what I saw.
Yeah,
I saw this. I had I always I watch everything with subtitles.
But Seabass, you're saying there's a full English.
There's a full English episode too. So that's what I was asking because it was for me. It was really good that so it's very similar to what they did with Prey. Prey was the Predator movie that again they filmed it in the native language and then they filmed it in English as well for those, but at the same time I like that they got together with the nations and everything to really get someone to give them what do they call that person that's on set when they need like historical accuracy or just help with doing stuff for like particular cultures or events.
I don't know. I know they had someone. I know they had
consultant. They had consultants with, and again, I thought it was really cool that they did that, and they made that predominant episode, which was in the Blackfoot language and Spanish, and then they put the English one in the special features, and again, it lent more to the character and her backstory and everything, and it was just a fantastic episode. Like that's how you write a new character.
Yeah, I was not expecting to get a new character because I didn't really know about whatever they were planning on doing for the show. I think I was like, who is this? That it made me want to go look her up and figure out who she is, finding out that she's an exclusive for What If series and something they never had before. So that was an interesting thing that I'm excited about learning something new with this series, something different, and I loved what they ended up doing, and her power and what she was able to do and how she was able to lead. It gave me like a brand new Pocahontas feel, but one who don't play no shit kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
She did her thing. It was
it was really cool. It was I liked how they did it, and her going to the sky world and kind of opening up her powers and everyone coming in, and then this whole thing of like getting rid of her, cleansing essentially, Western imperialism, which I thought was very cool.
Yeah.
When she came back and she went to Spain, it was like, so we're not gonna have any problems, right? Like this back and forth shit. We're not doing that.
Let me. She's like, I'm gonna give you a chance, and if you're not gonna do it, let me tell you how it's gonna go.
I was
like that's how it.
Love the gangster.
She was not.
She was like, I've been ordained. I'm like, bah, who?
She was the one when she came back with
not
all
by
them
me,
stones.
bitch.
They were like, oh, she came back with how many stones? She was like, oh, she
no,
won.
and then Strange, our Dark Strange coming in at the end, which I wasn't surprised to see him, but I'm like, okay.
Oh, Supreme Strange, yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of like, why are we getting him again? But he's such a good villain, and it works.
Eyes.
I wasn't expecting him to be a villain though this time because he turned good last time.
Good? I don't know if good is the. I don't know if good.
Okay, he learned his lesson in last season.
Did he?
Yes. Did he? Why would Captain Carter consider him friend if he didn't?
Because they saved the multiverse, so you had a shared experience.
Did he?
Good. Saved people.
He was willing to sacrifice people. But we'll get into that because that's that last episode. Did we get to the Hela episode yet?
That's next. Are we speed passing Kahori?
I mean, we're gonna get.
I think I want to see
because she's in the last episode.
I want to see one if they bring her into MCU. What would she be considered? Like, is she like someone who has like these abilities? Is she considered like one of the first mutants kind of deal? Because essentially she and her people became mutants. Like that's if we're looking at the same definition as like what Namor was. Because
Namor, they also were in a different. It seemed like a different dimension. Like it wasn't heaven or a dimension within the space.
But it
like
was
Space Stone sent them somewhere.
But as far as it goes, we know what type of being she is because again, it leans into the last episode about Nexus beings, and that's essentially what she is.
Before we do that,
we'll go to that in a few minutes. Next episode 7 was what if Hela found the 10 rings? This was an interesting story.
I really liked this episode
a lot. I was surprised to see this switch up, and then for her to end up with the 10 rings, and then becoming actually good, like giving her something that isn't Hela, which was also interesting.
Making Odin the bad guy. I love that. I was like, yes, because you turned me into this. You can't just discard me. And I was like, that's the perfect response to this.
Right.
She definitely had like a Loki sort of switch.
Yeah. She had a Loki Thor journey combined together where it's like she was banished, stripped of her power. Odin did with the helmet what he did to Thor's hammer so that he could be worthy. So she had to be worthy to pick up her helm again. And it just like it was this evolution. So it was a combination of both Loki and Thor's story. And it was like if Hela was given that chance. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't. It was his dad. It was his pops. It was his pops, not Shang-Chi. Not Shang-Chi himself.
No, the story is the movie Shang-Chi. I know it's his pops. But she goes into the other realm where she learns to train, and then also that he becomes her love interest. And
which I was very like, is this gonna work? Or are they gonna just betray each other? And they kind of did, but he was like, I'm into it. And I was
he wasn't. He's like, I want her alive.
He's like, hold on, chill. Let me see her again.
All right, Winwoo.
He's like, one more time.
which I thought this episode was very strong. It was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked the way they did it a lot. It was a good what if.
Yeah.
It was hard to find really a weak episode. I mean, they really came out swinging this season compared like last season you had but it's like this season like whew, it's like they leaned into a lot of stuff. I mean, honestly, the only weak episode probably was the Christmas episode, but it was a fun episode. But other than that,
how are you talking about weekend? We're not even done yet.
We're not done yet.
I know.
And then
I know.
I will say my one gripe with whatever as of now, but yeah.
Not a major gripe. Not a major gripe. We have the 1602 episode, where we had Captain Carter transported after the last episode.
My favorite episode.
This was your favorite?
So
gave me Robin Hood vibes and all.
Remember, I'm the kid who loves Robin Hood, so I was like, "Oh, what? Let's go!"
It was very cool. I liked it. It was like a mix of Robin Hood, King Arthur. Because Wanda, if you watch the subtitles, they called her Wanda Merlin.
Wanda Merlin, yeah.
Listen, I'm all about that. Those are my stories growing up as a kid, and I was like, yes, give me that.
Even Robin Hood.
The way they did everything with like Man in the Iron Mask was Hulk. They did like every little attention to detail for those like Arthurian stories. I was
Happy Hogan being freak.
Well, Happy Hogan was the sheriff of Nottingham, but yeah,
essentially.
I love how it's just a nod though to the comic Marvel 1601. Again, it just nods off into that Elseworld storylines that What If can get away and actually showcase to fans and those who are not aware that these storylines were there. So it's like it's a beautiful nod, and how they take like again Captain America, they made him Robin Hood. His Merry Men, Bucky, Ant-Man. We're talking about what's funny with Scott Lang.
No, I love Scott being there.
Yeah,
Thor was technically the villain in this one.
He was, and he was essentially the King Richard. What is it, King Richard? Is it King Richard?
Yeah.
So it felt like it was King Richard, but it also felt like darker Arthur. I loved how like the sword is called Allfather instead of Excalibur.
Right.
Mm.
No, this is probably one of the stronger episodes of the season, in my opinion. So very good.
And I think according to IMDb, this one is the only 8, and it's a perfect 8. Everything else is like 7 and change, with the closest one being the Hella 7.9, and then everything else is like 7.5. The Happy Hogan Christmas is 6.8.
Not surprised by that one.
Not the lowest.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's the lowest.
Yeah.
Last episode
before we jump into that again, this goes back to Carter again. She loses a Steve in this episode.
Yeah,
she does. So he was misplaced out of time yet again. And that's kind of like it's so sad.
So they said his story was that when they were fighting Thanos, he hit the time stone, and he was the reason that they all were transported there into that era and not remembering who they were. And that's what they were fighting.
Also,
the person who calls that.
I'd like to point out that they're probably going to lean.
It's just Steve.
It was just Steve.
He was the one causing the incursion.
Yeah, everyone else there was there in their time.
Yeah.
So I would like to point out that I think that they're going to play the trope of, and it may not happen because we love a good happy ending, but they'll lean into this trope of like kind of putting the carrot in front of the horse of like, is she ever going to get her Steve? Is she ever going to get this happy ending?
We will only get that when they're done with her.
Right. And I think because of that, we're going to just keep seeing her get really close to having a Steve, no matter the Steve that she gets, and it being pulled away from her.
Yeah. I want to see a live iteration of her. Or even an
animated version. That fucking sliced in half?
Yes, I'm talking about. Or what about if they did like a Roger Rabbit kind of thing, a Jessica Rabbit, and she was the animated one and comes into like MCU 6-hour universe, and she's like,
listen,
show up in Secret Wars
through Deadpool. All things are possible.
They're gonna bring Haley Atwell into Secret Wars. That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, that's what it's. So what's
but I want to see buffed up version. She's not buffed up.
So what's sad is that Haley Atwell.
No, she just wants to see a muscle mommy.
Soldier. Let me see Super Soldier Captain Carter. Not, and I would like her if they do it like a Roger Rabbit. It's totally possible.
So what's sad, and I don't know if they're gonna make it into MCU canons, that she did have her own show, which was
Captain Carter.
Sharon
They did
Carter.
make it. They did make it.
Carter.
canon.
Yeah.
They did.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah, that I think.
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't.
Yeah.
No,
Because
No, Agents of
because
S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't canon.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s not canon, but I don't know if they did her show as canon yet.
I
I
thought
don't
made
think
her
they've.
show canon.
I don't think they officially did
I'm
it.
looking it up. Hold on.
Yeah.
So was
Let's
it?
find out. Do we want to talk about last episode? We're still gonna stick at 8 for a while.
So
Let's go to the last episode.
according
While he's looking
to
that up, we got an answer.
this is like 2021, so I don't know how it says Agent Carter is actually MCU. Yeah. So
It's like one of those. It's one of those things where like it happens in the past, so it doesn't fuck with anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what it is. Like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is all kinds of hokey. That's why they didn't canonize it. And I guess
it's a separate timeline. It makes more sense as just like a branched off timeline, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now everything is canon at this point. It's just alternate realities, and Loki fixed that for us, so that works.
Yep.
All right, last episode. So Strange Supreme intervened. He comes in, says, "Hey, Captain Carter, I need your help. Remember me?" And
hey, pal. Hey, buddy. Hey, friend. Hey, homie.
Yeah, I totally have been stopping people, and like I need your help because one escaped.
Just another white guy in a list of white guys destroying Native Americans. What the fuck, man?
And then Kohari is like, "Nah, bitch."
They was like, "Yo, we gotta get this man." So she was like, "Oh, bet, let's go."
Listen, come on. He's crazy.
Yeah.
Coffee lock over here. We can't trust him.
Bruh. See, and then look, okay, so he's like crazy trying to bring back his universe or whatever.
He's trying to bring back this girl.
I say he's still good because he sacrifices himself knowing he's demon possessed and kills the demon.
Call spade a spade.
Oh.
Doesn't count.
But it's
man,
true.
Hugo gets it. The colonialism is strong. Yeah. Goddamn colonists.
Listen, he went off the rails on this, but this fight though was crazy.
Sorry, before I need to understand. Like, so the coherent that we see is that you're saying. I know you see that you're saying she's a Nexus being, but like. I'm confused in her being that because
in this episode,
hold on. The only reason I'm saying that is because the America that they're in is taken over by Hydra, and like the episode that she was in made it seem like white folks didn't come.
Oh, so she got stuck on another planet. That wasn't her home planet. So remember, she escaped. And Stephen recruited Captain Carter to capture her. What Stephen Strange was doing, this Strange
the planet that wasn't her home planet. That
yeah.
Okay.
No.
So he was going ahead.
No,
he was kidnapping Nexus beings to sacrifice them to rebuild his world.
Wait, how do you know they were Nexus beings?
That's all the people.
They were universe breakers. That's what he said.
Yeah.
He said universe breakers, not Nexus beings.
Okay.
Yeah, but not every universe breaker is a Nexus being.
Also, Sorcerer Supreme is telling you
he's a liar.
That they're multiverse breakers, and he's saying this. Like he's saying
he's
that like,
liar.
Okay, cool, this makes sense, right? But then we only had like one real one, which was Ultron and
you also had
Michael B. Jordan, but
you
so like he's just going around.
Him coming out in the suit with the gauntlet on his chest. I was like, oh, not the gauntlet, the stone.
Snip, get out quick.
And then we
was like, hold on, bye.
And
I'm sorry, a universe breaker, the fucking spirit dragon in Shang-Chi is destroying the universe. Okay,
I think
goodbye.
It's a variant. I think it's a variant of them because also too you had the zombie version of Wanda Maximoff, who we now know it's officially called the Red Queen, who will be in the Marvel Zombie spinoff as the main villain.
That's fine. I just respectfully disagree that they are Nexus beings, and I believe that
that's how I call it.
I believe that there are Nexus beings.
Hold on, I have a question. Seabass, you just said that's how you call it. Was that what actually said?
Listen,
no, he calls them universe breakers. He calls them universe, but I think he's lying to bring in Captain Carter.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So thank you. Never mind. I can't trust anything.
So I believe that we do have Nexus beings, but they've broken that rule already, kind of, sort of, because in the comics, Wanda is the only Wanda throughout the entire multiverse. Like, that's what a Nexus being is supposed to be. There's only
like they speak to America Chavez being that in Multiverse of Madness.
Like, she's the only America Chavez throughout the entire multiverse. Loki, like, is looked at as a Nexus being, but he's not because of him having so many variants and stuff. I think you can. It's a weird it's a weird
concept when they introduce it.
Comics, a Nexus being is any person or thing that has the power and capability to drastically affect probability and end the timeline. These Marvel characters are rare, but a variant of them exists in every reality and serves as a temporal anchor.
Interesting, because they classified Wanda.
Alternate.
She does.
Is a Nexus being. She is a Nexus being, but she is not singular to one universe.
Interesting.
In the MCU, these include characters like America Chavez and Scarlet Witch, because remember, she had alternate versions of her when she embodied the alternate one in Multiverse of Madness, that she had the kids, and she went and go. So she definitely had I was thinking more of the comic version.
That's also in the comic version too,
in the comic books,
Okay.
They said there's a variant of them exists in every reality.
Man-Thing is the other one.
Temporal anchor for that reality in the multiverse.
Man-Thing is he's a Nexus being, but he was like a guardian.
Universe are an exclusive number. So Scarlet Witch is recognized as an Nexus being. Lore was a dangerous Nexus being who wanted power, and she was in the Scarlet Witch books. Number 9, Elvin was a tragic victim of Scarlet Witch's variant.
A version of Franklin Richards from Earth 772 is identified as a Nexus being. So it's a really weird concept.
Well, that's because your man's is fucking out here making entire universes in his fucking bedroom like it was nothing. It's like, yeah, you're a problem, kid. You can't be doing that shit. You over here, you can fucking smack around fucking Galactus barehanded, like, oh, you a problem.
There we go. Comic book. So I'm just gonna share this.
Kang the Conqueror is considered a Nexus being. He's the deadliest Nexus being, actually. Franklin Richards, Jean Grey.
Yeah,
because of Phoenix, especially even without the Phoenix Force, she's that powerful.
And Vision.
Interesting.
And number 1 was Odin. Odin was the final key to the multiversal plan. Yeah, Odin is a Nexus being.
Odin's really powerful, and depending on what version of him you get, he becomes like insane. I think it's like older, like the older he got, and then the closer to like because they have the whole thing. Was it like the Odin Force, like, kind of thing? It's a whole thing.
I believe so. I've never really
because he has to do the Odin sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would imagine that this version of Loki that we have, who is essentially the World Tree and like the story, the god of stories, is a Nexus being now.
Yeah, he proved to be himself to become an Nexus being because he was more he evolved beyond all his other variants, because all his other variants were always like either selfish, power for themselves and all that. So he and again, even when he got to speak to He Who Remains at the end of that episode, and he was like, I was waiting for you to get to this level, and then it's like, again, him sitting there there, he is the.
I mean, in the MCU, he by that definition, he would be considered a Nexus being, but is he that? I don't think they've defined him that in the comic books anywhere.
I think a variant of Loki they did was they called him God of Stories. But it's a concept that Marvel used to help with retcon stuff, help to talk about people being powerful, because Marvel used a lot of different tropes and stuff in the comics, the multiverse, to streamline stuff, to bring characters in from other like realities where they're all in the main comic reality, which I feel that's what we're leading up with Secret Wars eventually, where it's going to end up putting a lot of the stuff that Marvel had leased out to like Fox and all that into one main universe. That's just my thoughts on that. But no, that's why I believe that this episode, the last episode of What If, I felt like these were all Nexus beings, that they called them universe crackers or something like that.
No.
I'm gonna say it. It's what I said.
You said you feel like that they are, but that isn't an accurate statement, and we don't want to
die on that hill. That is my hill. They are.
That is not a hill to die on when it's false.
It is a perfect hill to die on.
Oh my god! You know what?
I finished my cookies, and I got more cookies.
So you're not finished with your cookies then?
Oh, I'm not. Yo, they give you a good party box. They bake cookies.
What is happening?
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
So wait, how do we all feel about this episode and the season?
Well, I think we're kind of like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
So you're coming in mad late with the cookies, bro. It's literally just mentioned.
I just
for 2 seconds.
I just finished eating my crumbles.
Finish the crumbles.
Nobody cares about the crumbles.
I thought the season was cool. I will say my gripe that I had mentioned earlier was that I felt that the only, aside from Kohiri as a new character, the only like new Marvel characters that we got to see was Winwu and Scarlet Witch's adopted mom. I'm trying to think if it was anyone else brand new from our current.
Where did you see Scarlet Witch's adopted mom?
Well,
not Scarlet Witch. I'm sorry, Black Widow.
We had.
We got to see her in there.
We had Marvel. We had T'Challa's father.
No. I'm talking about past phase 3. Oh. Past phase 3, all we got was Winwu and Black Widow's adopted mom. And I think we had a lot of
Foster.
Goliath.
No,
past phase 3.
He was he was a face. He was
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Okay.
And we haven't seen him since.
And I think
corny ass freak.
No, that's just a comic book character that the Godfather of Marvel wanted and got.
Darcy.
No, I'm just saying. Look, we've had a bunch of TV shows, and a bunch of movies, and like we couldn't have gotten any more new characters from the shows and the extra movies. Like,
yeah, that would have been good. Like, give me She-Hulk, give me the Young Avengers. That would have been nice to see a snip of the Young Avengers.
Well, that they won't do. Like, they've even said like they're really not about bringing in the new people. Like, I think Captain Carter was like a fluke because they, I think they did that to do that, but I don't think they're going to be doing
the
future live actions in What If. Like,
yeah, so what they said is that because they wanted to try to bring the X-Men, they wanted to try to bring other characters, but their hands are tied right now until the live versions get introduced. So that's why. Did everybody see the snippet for next season of What If, season 3?
No, I saw that. I'm just saying, like, we have enough characters from whatever's 4 and 5 that they could have brought in more characters. I felt like we really stuck with like kind of this OG Avengers thing. And while I love the OG Avengers, one, we're not getting all the voices back. Like, let's use some of these new characters.
That would have been nice.
Let's do Eternals and let's do it correctly. I don't fucking know.
That would have been good to see the Eternals.
Although we are getting a zombie Icarus. They did tell us that in Marvel Zombies there is going to be a zombie Icarus.
Also, I think was it because the showrunner is not returning for What If? Because I think it's going to be a different showrunner for season 3. So season 3, they show that we're getting Red Guardian. And for some reason, we're getting Marvel mechas in next season. There was a picture of that mecha suits of Black Panther's outfit and Captain America's. Yeah, that was you can definitely look that up. Some scenes, some screenshots dropped, but the X-Men are not coming anytime soon, but I think we're gonna get more new characters. Like Miss Marvel, I believe, is supposed to appear in the next season of What If. So I mean, I think they're getting. I think when this season was being developed, it was still being developed in the mind of not really too many characters for the stuff after Phase 4 and all that, with the OG stuff still there.
I guess. I don't know. I just feel like if we had Wenwu, we could have had Shang-Chi.
Agreed.
You know?
But then it took place way before Shang-Chi existed.
Yeah.
No, it didn't. But like, you know, what if Shang-Chi didn't go to LA? What if his dad fucking raised him? What if he didn't run away?
But in that where we saw him at, he didn't even meet his mother yet.
Yeah.
No, I know Wenwu didn't meet his mother. I'm just saying, like, we could have used a what if of Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
As all, you know, like
that would have been nice to see.
You know, like there's different.
Or what if with Echo, or what if with Daredevil, or what if with anything else?
What if with She-Hulk, because she ain't getting season 2? Like, come on.
That would have been nice too. Give me a what if with She-Hulk where it actually was like a comic book.
Keep in mind, I mean, some of that stuff was still in development.
Wait, so what's going on with She-Hulk in season 2? Why are we not getting this back?
I think it's money.
I blame Scar's fucked up hairline.
It's not Scar's fucked up hairline.
It is.
It's money. It's money. It's money.
They say because they spent too much money on it to have bad graphics. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they spent so much money they didn't get it back, so they're not going to do season 2.
Which is wild. Like, you spent mad money on that, and it's like, did it all go to Megan Thee Stallion, or like, because it didn't go to the SFX team.
You know what's funny is that, like,
while I'm not forgot she was in there.
Like, what's funny is that, like, I feel like, yes, obviously they paid Megan Thee Stallion to do it. I don't know if she charged that much because she's into all this shit.
I mean, I wouldn't imagine that. Yeah.
Like, they probably paid her like for what it's worth, but I don't think it was like the full rate.
No, it's the CGI to have her, Hulk, and throughout the whole entire season. I mean, she wasn't in it entirely as She-Hulk, but it's still money to have her look that way.
I mean, what? The episodes were like 20 minutes long. We had Smart Hulk for 3 hours.
It's money.
It's still money with the graphic design, the stuff that
I know.
I know.
It's I'm just saying, like, that can't be that last episode, which threw everybody. Scar.
That's the worst. Everything else was good. It was decent.
All the red pill assholes becoming Hulks.
Invalidated the entire fucking season by saying, "Hey, this is not my ending. I want to change everything we just did all season."
Yeah, it got too meta for that. It got too meta for the show, and I stand on that where that
like
last
we got what
episode,
she was doing because she did it before, but I was like good with it being meta in the sense of her breaking the fourth wall, and I was like, all right, cool. Let's keep it. Keep it here. She doesn't need to break through Disney Plus.
Everything.
We're gonna break through Disney Plus and change up my queue. Like, I mean,
let's just forget this storyline. It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of people were hoping for a lot of stuff to come out for it. I was hoping that we got the return of Leader being the person who was stealing her blood, but no, they gave it to the jerk of the show.
We're getting Leader.
Yeah, no, I know we're getting Leader, but the way
what we're not getting is Seth Rollins as King Cobra.
Oh, don't say yeah, they cut his the whole Serpent Society out.
I was like,
Captain
damn.
America movie.
I was even like crazy excited, but I was like, oh, that's cool for him.
So the Serpent Society is supposed to. The Serpent Society is a terrorist organization that was supposed to appear in the next Captain America movie, and so far the story's going that they're cutting all those scenes out with the Serpent Society.
I think they're still keeping him, but they're not using him in that movie.
I am interested to see how that movie goes and how we.
Yeah, it has.
They said how we incorporate Sabra and what that all means.
Saber?
Yeah. Is it
Saber? Oh, Saber.
Saber? I thought it was Sabra.
It's Saber.
The Saber. Well, how they incorporate Saber in the current conflict happening in the world.
She's what was it?
It's what's going to introduce the Thunderbolts, isn't it?
Well, no. It's not that.
It's the origin.
Silver Sable is crazy. Like that's a whole thing.
No, it's not Silver Sable.
It's not Silver Sable. Silver Sable's a mutant.
No.
Silver Sable. Silver Sable. It's not Silver Sable. You're confusing the character.
She's a mercenary.
She's.
Are we not thinking?
She's an Israeli superhero.
Who's the one from the Spider-Man game?
Silver Sable's a mercenary.
Is that not who I'm thinking of?
Oh my god!
Nope, you guys are thinking of a different character.
That's not who we're thinking about. What?
I don't know who you're talking. I'm talking about the one.
Silver Sable is in the Spider-Man movie. I mean, show, comic games. Crap! Oh my god!
Jesus Christ!
Silver Sable is Marvel Spider-Man. Okay, there's that one.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So
Saber
is a mutant
organization. No, it's not a mutant.
You're thinking it's. I'm trying to get her character right now.
Saber was the organization
Sabre.
That.
Sabra. Okay.
I'm up. I'm out. I'm out.
I don't know who that is. I was thinking that you were thinking Silver Sable, and they were going to start bringing in her. I thought you were bringing in. You were thinking Silver Saber.
No,
I thought you were talking about Saber, the organization.
No, Sabra.
Who's this character?
That
one. I knew I said the fucking name right, and y'all.
Who is she?
She's a mutant. They casted an actress to play Sabra for the new Captain America movie, and she is an Israeli superhero. And it was a whole thing about how they were bringing her character in, and canonically, I'm not saying that's how they're going to do it, but canon wise, she is a Zionist, and that's what everyone was talking about. How they're going to do this movie. And then you're also calling it New World Order, and this doesn't make any sense. So obviously they changed the name, and I'm wondering in today's current political climate.
It says, hold on, Marvel's Israeli superhero poses a huge headache for Disney.
Yes.
Hold on. It's like the Israeli actress Shira Haas.
You're all 30 seconds away from calling someone cat and sombrero.
Yeah. So
that's in your
I'm just interested in what they're saying because everyone can it's easy to make. Oh yeah. Yes.
Yep.
She literally has the Star of David on her headband, on her like that.
This is gonna be spicy.
If you look at a lot of old characters, both Marvel and DC, they had to change a lot of outfits because a lot of them didn't age well. And she's one of those characters that they had to update her look. There's a character who we would never see called Yellow Claw. He would never appear. And the communist version of Red Skull would never appear as well. So there was a communist version of Red Skull who wasn't the German version. It was like someone with a Red Skull mask. Again, Marvel back in its days, and DC had their own things. Like DC has a villain that got high off of coke called Snowblind.
Comics is crazy, kids.
Yes. So that's all I'm saying is that in today's current political climate, how are they going to address this character, and where is this movie taking place, and where are the conflicts taking place for this movie? Because everyone is happy.
I hope it's not in Israel.
I don't think it is. Yeah. But everyone's happy to make any movie or TV show with Russia attacking Ukraine and being like, we're punching at Russia because you always see it. Movies have been punching at Russia since I can fucking remember. Russia. So
before the Cold War,
but this is different. Because I don't know.
Yeah.
A very sensitive topic.
It's interesting. To see
they're probably gonna have to scrap the whole thing and redo it because
they did a lot of reshoots. There's a lot of stuff because it didn't do well with test audiences. So they've been really working hard on this movie. And going back to like a lot of the drawing board and doing a lot of reshoots.
Yeah.
And it's going to showcase Harrison Ford's Red Hulk.
I mean, look, I get it. Like, if you're bringing in Sabra in, you want to have a different superhero. You want to have a superhero that's representing different religion, different culture. I get it. They just need to rewrite her. based off her canon stuff.
Huh?
That's all. I don't know.
What did say, Val?
What did Val say?
She's talking slick shit again.
She's talking slick.
No. I wasn't. No. I just don't. This whole Harrison Ford as Red Hulk thing. Is
Harrison Ford turning red. Yeah.
Harrison Ford in Marvel period is just interesting to me. It's like,
I mean, he's done. He's like now. He's
like nobody recasted.
I love Harrison Ford, but he's 90. So like we could have gotten someone who was at least in his 60s.
Harrison Ford isn't going to be running around.
Yeah, but to be fair, like
it's all CGI.
We're trying to base this on the fact that we still got like 10, 20 years with
never.
Bullshit.
Maybe they could have brought Mel Brooks or a Jewish.
Oh my
god! So bad.
Jesus,
Captain Dreidel.
So bad.
Yeah, bro, I don't know what they're gonna do. It's a really interesting thing to watch and seeing how they're
touchy situation.
Indeed,
that's
real spicy, real spicy.
Yeah, I said some characters just never aged well.
You know.
Yeah.
So. In other funny news, did you see that stupid Spider-Man wrestler villain movie is happening, but Bad Bunny is no longer attached to it?
I haven't heard anything about that. Who's attached?
I am glad about that. I did not know they were still following through with that.
Yes,
are we excited for at all?
I don't know.
I'm not watching that shit.
Oh,
you serious?
I
see it now?
No.
Val, you see it? Of course you are. Of course you are.
There's so many characters in there. We have to watch it.
You don't gotta watch it. I don't gotta watch shit.
Okay. I'll release it.
I feel like I'm more excited to watch it than I would have been for Morbius, and Morbius was like a hell no for me. So like, it's a little bit above that.
I feel like that movie's gonna be a fucking dumpster fire.
Listen,
I mean, all of the Sony projects have been.
I would rather watch Craven on the essence that it's rated R. That's the only reason why I would want to watch Craven.
I forgot that Craven was a fucking thing too. Oh my god!
This is why I don't have
coming out also.
So this is why I don't have faith in Sony movies. So there are rumors
going
on. There are rumors.
You got Val.
She'll
support him.
There are rumors going on right now that Sony and Marvel kind of butting heads
Val
on how to
keeping fucking Sony pictures alive.
Listen, I'm definitely watching Madam Web. Absolutely, especially with the 3 or 4 female women characters. We're getting Mary Parker. We're getting Julia Carpenter. Like that's important to me. And
it's important. Okay, look,
I want to see it happen.
I'm here for that.
It's important. I'm here for it. But like, come on. And then you got this backwater Spider-Man. Are you serious?
What are you talking about?
The Spider-Man that's in there. That's clearly not Peter Parker. It's just it's a different version of Spider-Man that's there.
Ben Parker. I didn't even know Spider-Man was going to be appearing in this shit.
It's not our Spider-Man, but there is a dude in a Spider-Man costume who is a legitimate comic book character.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right. These characters are important, and we want to see them. I'm here for it. I just don't trust Sony with the reins.
I agree. I understand, and I'm not disagreeing. That doesn't mean I'm not going to watch it, though.
Multiverse. It's the Spider-Verse. Steady, okay?
And Craven, I'm totally here for. Backwater Spider-Man. For some reason, I just imagined Cajun Coach from the Waterboy earlier as Spider-Man.
No, I mean, there are rumors though again that's going on that the reports are that Marvel and Sony are butting heads. So Tom Holland and Kevin Feige want to do the 4th Spider-Man movie, but they want it more grounded. But Sony wants to do something extravagant where they bring back Garfield and Maguire.
Oh
so it's like they're just. But if this is true, I kind of like the take that one take that I heard that they want to do where Spider-Man 4 is going to be like Captain America: Civil War, but with the street level heroes, and it's going to take place after Daredevil. Born Again show, where it would be Kingpin as mayor of New York, and he would pass a law no more vigilantism in New York.
That's already a law. Vigilantism is illegal.
Sony had sip of relevancy, and it went to their head.
Yep.
Just stick to the listen. Stick to the Spider-Verse movies, okay? Like, you know, we're gonna get a movie called Connor.
I mean,
the Dr. Connor story.
Oh God.
Jesus, I hope not.
Listen. At one point,
you would go to the theater and watch it, Val.
I'm gonna watch it.
If Sony had their way, if Sony had their way and made the Aunt May movie, would you have seen it?
Yes.
Aunt May.
Yes.
Why? You do understand
it
that
relates to
you
Spider-Man
do.
and
You
Marvel.
understand that these fucking shitty movies are made so they keep the IP. That's it.
Right. And that
all
means
they
that
care
I'm
about.
still going to watch it because they're still making the movies.
But that's the problem.
Right,
right.
That's why Andrew Garfield.
If you make it, they will come.
That is
that's
why Andrew.
it.
That's why Andrew Garfield was casted as Spider-Man. That's why they created Spider-Man because they were going to lose it.
Right. If they make it, I will come.
So Val, I gotta ask you: would you watch the David Hasselhoff Nick Fury movie?
Oh, she didn't watch that.
Yes.
Would you watch?
It already came out, by the way. It's already a thing.
It's already a thing.
I know. I would watch it because it's that, and then it's like, what about the
unreleased Fantastic Four movie, which you can't actually find a copy of it?
Didn't you watch Fan Four Stick? You didn't watch that.
I've watched the Fantastic Fours.
There's 4 of them. There's one that's unreleased. That you
unreleased
can find a
one.
Copy.
There's the 2 that are pseudo acceptable. Then there's the terrible one.
Well, the part 2 was horrendous, and there's only
the
one
Rise of Silver Surfer,
which is the first one.
Yeah.
And that and then you had the Rise of Silver Surfer that was horrendous, and then we had
they had a movie about Peter Parker's first doll. You go to the midnight release.
I'm not going to the midnight release. I go watch it.
Oh my God, Val.
Okay, so I think that's gonna be. I think
coming soon to a TV near you, Sony Plus.
No.
Watch all of Sony's Marvel movies for one low price.
No. I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit. No, I would not watch an Aunt May movie. No, I would not watch a Parker dog movie. But no, there's nothing to watch in those things. But
why the fuck you lying?
No. What am I gonna watch with a fucking Aunt May movie? What are we doing there?
What are you gonna watch?
I was literally
Madam Web movie that's being filmed on, I guess, blue screen now. I don't even know what blue screen is. Can you tell what blue screen is?
Madam Web, I'm definitely fucking watching because of every character that I want to see.
Like, what's her name? Dakota Fanning had spoken saying like filming on blue screen was a terrible experience, and I don't know what blue screen is.
It's essentially green screen. It's the same thing. It's
really?
Like it's.
I'm gonna
I hate trying to like wrap my head around trying to explain it. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
It's used for oh my God, it's the same things.
Digital?
Yeah. Hold on.
Has the photo? I don't understand.
I did like what they'd use for
Enterprise. So essentially, like if I bought for like my background, if I bought a blue screen, or a lot of like these green screens have blue and green screen like things, same thing. It's literally just color for masking and
I did like
blue instead of green for masking and CG.
I did like how they did the new stage for the Star Trek show Enterprise with the newer ones, because they actually built a whole set where it's like it's
you mean Star Wars?
No, Star Trek on Paramount Plus. With
Star Wars did that.
No. Shanika Martin Green. She was on I believe it's not Enterprise. It's Star Trek. I'll get the name. But they actually built a whole sound stage where it's actually these LED and all these screens, and they were able to change the background. So it's like, instead of having to build a whole set, it's like they were able to show them like if they were on like a ship or something like that. Like you see like the space in the background and everything.
Okay. Star Trek might have done it, but we've seen that same tech being used in like the Mandalorian. Like Mandalorian and a lot of the newer Star Wars Disney Plus shows did like 4 or 5 years ago now.
I don't believe so. Did they?
Yes, their whole thing was set up so where it's essentially a huge panel. Like think if you're in like a huge fucking like soundstage room, and you're building smaller sets. You're building a smaller set so that essentially like the set can be quickly swapped out, and you don't have to like build out a fucking full, football length stadium, for the background, because you're not going to need that. You can just have it there. It seamlessly like flows into the background of the camera and the shot.
Yeah, I think it's something.
So I just read the IMBD storyline of Madam Web. I'm totally fucking watching it. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I'm doing it.
Val will give us her report.
I'm sure the IMDb.
It will be a
synopsis of Spider-Man 3 was good.
It's gonna be a YouTube short. Val's report. I may see it on.
I didn't say. Listen, the fact is I'm watching it. Okay.
I know. There's nothing we can say to tell you. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want.
Yeah,
just know,
exactly. Like we know this already.
You come back. You tell us.
That's gonna watch Craven also, right?
I was debating about Craven. I didn't know if I really actually wanted to see Craven.
We are watching it.
I don't know why we're getting a Craven.
Oh, because again, Sony needs to add movies to their villain Spider-Verse.
They should just stick to the video games, and that's it.
For Tom Holland not to fight any of them. That's what it is. It's a sad, sad world we live in.
It just makes me sad.
And we just can't play nice, or that the mouse just can't outright just buy the Sony stuff.
They will. They're gonna get tired of this shit, just like they did with Fox, and said, "All right,
Fox wanted to sell.
Fucking company."
Yeah.
Fox wanted to sell. They wanted to sell. All they cared about was the news, obviously, and sports. That's all they cared about.
Fox.
Yeah. And their sports thing is killing me because you can't get Fox Sports on any streaming platform, as I was hitting all of you up if you had cable subscriptions. Because I have NBC and CBS through Paramount Plus and Peacock, but God forbid you want to watch Fox, you want to watch a fucking football game that's airing on Fox. I have to go through loops.
That's sad.
I had a bunch of free trials for YouTube Plus and Fubo. My favorite one that I did was hold on. What did Steady say?
Huh? Val, be careful. When I saw Spider-Man 3, a guy had a seizure in the theater because the movie sucks so bad. Legit story. So I think I'll be okay.
Man, all I saw was a dude throw a blue slushy at a screen saying, "This movie sucks."
I was so pissed. Yo, I was pissed, and then Jackie was pissed because I made her walk across
Spider-Man 3?
Yes. Because
the
Spider-Man 3 trailer was hype. That trailer was
you had so much
hype,
shit in it.
Right?
But
and you come back from Spider-Man 2, which was so good. I remember Spider-Man 3 came out. Me and Jackie walked across Manhattan to get to a theater that had tickets. And then we left. And I was so upset. I was so angry. And she was angry because I made her walk across Manhattan. Like literally east-west, walk across.
As you would be. If
Did she have flats or heels on that night?
She had wedges on.
Oh fuck. That's
she
good.
had wedges on. No, it wasn't as bad as when me and Seabass left Last Jedi. I left Last Jedi perplexed.
Angry?
I wasn't angry. And this is not to shit on Last Jedi because I'm not doing that. We do it all the time. I was confused.
That's episode 7, right? No, that's episode 9.
I left episode 7 full of happiness, joy, and nostalgia. I loved Force Awakens as the way to come back.
Force Awakens. Thank you. I'm mixing it up. Okay.
Last Jedi was the second one. No, we left and I was confused.
I hated
confused.
episode 8.
Wait, hold on. What are you saying? What's the what for? That I like Force Awakens? Is that what it is, Steady? Wait for his ass to type. I don't know.
Okay. No, 8 was horrendous.
Yeah.
No, I was just confused. I was like, and I was really sad when I was like, I didn't like it.
Was that the night that the night that afterwards we went to Lorelei's, had all the beer to wash away?
Not doing it. That's my. We'll talk about it.
I have legit. Look, there are legitimate reasons why you can say Force Awakens was ultimately a fun, happy movie to bring you back into Star Wars.
It was good. I think I enjoyed. Force Awakens was a good restart, a good get in for the new generation.
It was the safe movie.
It was the safe movie. No. You know what?
But it worked for what it was.
I was okay with it being the safe. Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. It was copy and paste, and we all had a bad taste in our mouth. From
that
the
was
trilogy.
All caps too. He's
pissed.
Fine.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Listen. I'm here. Listen, I got you. Listen, we were all pissed.
Okay, we're not against.
Hold on. No. Hold on. We were all pissed about the prequel trilogy, even though I love Revenge of the Sith. That's my favorite fucking prequel trilogy movie. We were all pissed about it, and we waited years and years and years and years. Then we get Force Awakens, and homeboy who loves doing adaptations and remakes and lens flares came out and was like, I'm going to reinvent New Hope and give you nostalgia in a fucking IV bag. And you know what? I took it. I took it. I was here for it, and I was good for it because it just made me happy and nostalgic. However, I did say it was the safe movie and that I'm not going to give this pass for 8 and 9. And then they fumbled the bag. Horribly.
Fumbled is an understatement.
Bag at the end zone, in the 1 yard line. Defense picked it up and ran it back 100 yards. That's how bad they fumbled the ball. Okay? I was good with the safe bet, knowing we were getting 2 other movies in which they could make it their own. That's all.
Right. But that's not what happened.
Steady. We can discuss on Saturday.
Yeah. We gotta wrap up because it's almost that time.
Yeah, I know.
We've got so many directions today. We started from how was your weekend to funny movies, Adam Sandler, to What If, to all this shit. I don't even know where we are now.
Listen, but as long as it feels like a natural, fun conversation,
I had a good time.
Yeah,
I'm always here for a good time.
It's a new hope.
Nah, you were giving the mantle to one of the biggest IPs ever, and your bitch ass goes the safe route. Well,
sometimes
it was good.
A safety
I think
word.
Force Awakens wasn't bad.
That was their safety word.
Yeah.
New hope.
Anyway, we'll talk Saturday. before we play through the siege.
Next week we're talking Invincible.
Finally,
if we get to it,
we will.
It's 4 episodes. There's no way we could
There's no reason. Wait, you haven't watched Invincible?
I watched the first episode. 3 more to go.
I want to throw something at him. I want to throw something at him. Like I just want to.
Why don't
throw
I
something?
Listen, Val, listen.
They do. We're very excited.
Very excited.
We're excited for the next 4 to come out in March.
Then we gotta wait till season 3.
It'd be like, and then we gotta wait for Seabass to decide to watch.
It'd be the 4 episodes. He'll be like, "Oh, I haven't watched this, that, and third," and then he'll be like, "Yo, but I did watch insert whatever trash."
Right, that doesn't make any sense.
But I had to watch it to make sure it was trash.
I had to do that. I did a public service.
I did this for everyone.
I gave them the view. And listen, you don't get the acknowledgement and praise that you hope, just as we don't give the acknowledgement and praise to Val for watching these Sony movies.
Wow. First of all, where's Pong when I need him?
No. First of all, you by yourself. You made mistakes by yourself.
The Sony movies aren't as bad as watching the trash the Seabass.
Hugo. I mean, I've already seen them, so that's why I could say, listen, I watch trash. Val's with me on that one.
No, I do not watch trash.
You do, but you guys watch different levels of trash.
I watch trash.
You do.
No.
Listen.
It's okay if you were like different levels of trash. If you were like, I watch the Sony movies at home. All right. All right.
I like the theaters.
So here's
I
what
have to watch. First of all, I'm only going to watch a Marvel movie in the theaters.
Val, you watch the equivalent of like
Sony
Upper West Side trash. Like it's still trash, but you can find some treasure in it.
Listen. I'm sorry. Sony Marvel movies are essentially the chicken at a vegan restaurant. Okay, we need to cut it out.
Wow.
Listen.
I've had that chicken.
Full transparency, it's Upper West Side trash. You can probably find something good because they throw away brand new shit all the time. You're like, why is this trash? Until you go home, you're like, oh, that's why it's trash. Seabass, you just got like the trash, like Bronx trash. Like, why do we have that?
Right. Like, thank you. Okay.
There's nothing good to pick from this. Like, it's just all trash.
There's always something good to pick.
Right.
No.
There's always a
so let me break this down.
False.
Upper West Side, I found a full, perfect condition set of golf clubs.
Yep. Or like a brand new armoire.
A full set of golf clubs.
You're finding a table with
this shit.
Well,
finding a table with
if you found them on Fordham, it was destroyed evidence.
There you go.
Top 5. Thank you.
What are we discussing right now?
We gotta wrap. I gotta go to office tomorrow.
All right, I
gotta go.
I gotta start season 3 of Succession. So okay, that's fine.
I've got to
either that or continue playing Baldur's Gate 3 again. Either way.
Listen, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you next week so we can talk Invincible and hopefully Seabass finishes watching it.
And we'll be talking about something else. I don't know.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get into billion different things.
We got a little bit of Hugo coming in first.
There's always that little bit of yellow cake stuck to the Twinkie wrapper at the bottom of the dumpster. It's not a silver lining,
but it's still good.
I promise you go watch the socials. I'm going to just have a highlight reel of fucking quotable Hugo shit. I fucking brought up your quote from last week in my fucking work meeting because it was so goddamn good. Bars, sir.
Yes.
Love you, Hugo.
Have a great weekend.
Take it easy, guys. Have a good night. Seabass, you can take us out now.
3, 2.
We also totally forgot to do our outro, but that's okay.
Just thinking, what? We don't do them anymore?